Okay, let's start this. Before I do anything, let's just check everything is good. Okay, oh, I'm not in the game. I don't know why I was thinking I was controlling the game when I'm not. Okay, let's go to week 65 and I'm gonna start looking into that. And we're gonna see if I feel my audio is good, but I think it should be. Okay. Let's see. Discovering this new map for the first time. There's a lot of various jumps down on this. Okay. I don't even have Otter yet. Well, obviously we're gonna need to go get Otter. Otter medal is definitely gonna be important. Okay, okay, this might be Otter. No, actually it's not. I'm still about a second off, a little bit less than a second off. Okay. Well, that's a lot more speed, and I'm landing wrong there. But despite landing so wrong, I had such a better angle on that second run that it's actually better. Okay. Okay, no, can't do that. So I don't know how much I want to try and do really well on those, on the shorts for this week. Last week I did pretty okay. I would like to do a decent job this week again. Is that out there? Yes, it is. By quite a bit too. Okay, so this is already giving me a score within the range that I had last week at the end of the week though. I assume people are gonna continue to improve, and that top 300 right now is pretty bad. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm gonna stay on this map for too long, but I think I would like one more improvement before I move on, because I'm clearly not doing great right now. Okay, that's already a... well, it's already starting to be pretty okay. Oh, okay, that's a better start. Oh, that's bad angle there. No, okay. I need to be careful with my jumps. If I land sideways, I'm gonna lose a ton of time. And I can't afford to land on that slope either. I have way less speed. I'm probably not gonna get an improvement. Yeah. Speed is also important. This is one of those maps that carries speed quite a bit, so having decent speed is gonna be very important. Okay. Oh, I wonder if that's good. It's not horrible. Okay, that's actually not too bad. That is a sub 19, which I don't think is that good for the entire week, but it's decent for now. Okay. Oh no, an alt car. Okay, well, I'd already messed up. Okay. Yep, I'm hitting every wall. Okay, so it's desert car. I tend to struggle with this car the most, so we'll see what happens. Hey Emeril, thank you for the daily check-in, and also hello. Alright. This is a new week, so I am hoping to improve again by doing another set of weekly shorts and maybe see if I can get better than last week. I think that's gonna be very hard for me to do better than last week, considering there's already a desert car though. Okay, well that's actually not bad. That's actually author time by quite a lot actually. That is way better than I expected. Okay, this start is actually really good. Well, this start is technically better. If I don't crash in the wall, that would have been even better, but thinking being lower might just straight up be better. Okay, that's another second. That car does go on two wheels a lot. That's actually one of the big thing about this car. It goes on two wheels super easily. As soon as you have more than 150 speed, it's kind of really hard to not let that car go on two wheels. Okay, that was a bad end, but I still beat my previous record, so that just shows how much improvement I can get still. And that's based on my level of skills, not even the pro level of skill. If I can't improve now on my own, that's gonna be rough. Okay, well that's a second again. I'm already top 100 in the province, which is really nice. I don't expect to keep that with this time though. I think I need to do way better than that if I want to keep top 100. I would probably need to be top 50 right now minimum if I want to be top 100 at the end of the week. Although maybe not if it's desert car, since people tend to struggle a lot more on desert car. Oh, I had such a better angle on the other run. Okay, no. No, I can't jump that. Oh god, okay. Yeah, this car has a tendency of being pretty hard to handle. And it's not just me saying it. A lot of even pros are struggling with the handling on this car. I know many pros are feeling way less comfortable with the the alternate car, since stadium car is what we had only at the beginning of this game. The high jump is really bad. Oh my god, I only lost 600 at the end from a bad line on my top score, but that's still a lot. No, okay. Like, I'm trying to go a little bit wider at the beginning to see if I can do better, but I think the real line is to go much tighter, like right here, and just not bump the wall on the inside. Like something like this. But you can probably do even better than I did. Now I know for a fact that with this car, being on two wheel is actually not good. You really want to have all four wheels on the ground for the grip. But that's the problem with this car. It goes on two wheels so easily that controlling that is actually what's gonna allow you to go fast. And this is one car that steering really smoothly will allow you to keep your wheels on the ground, but it's really tough to do. I think I slowed down too much at the beginning there, but I'm still fast. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm starting to see that my top run had a great beginning section. Well, it had an okay beginning section, but a great mid section and a bad end. So I'm struggling to match it because I'm struggling to have a good beginning and mid section and then transition it into a good end after. Also, it's probably not 600 that I lost, it's probably more 250. So if I have a run that's within 100 or something like that, I should be able to do pretty much as much losses as I want everywhere else. Yeah, that midsection is tough to maintain for me. Oh my god. Yeah, if I could have stopped wiggling around, I might have been able to recover that and go really fast. Oh, hey Kiseki. You're ready for the banana? Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Just I know that you've been nice, even whether it's in this channel or in mine. I know you've been fine. But I kind of have to do it, mostly because of the games I play, which requires 18 plus sometimes. But I do appreciate the fact that you were very honest. Not just in my channel, but in this channel too. So obviously, just like Z, I'm gonna do the same thing with you. Like, once you're 18, feel free to come back at any point in time once you're 18, man. I would be more than happy to have you in here. And yeah, you can say your goodbyes as much as you want. I don't mind. You've been too respectful to me that I won't be disrespectful to you. But I will also say that I am sad that you couldn't stay. Obviously, I would love to have you back. If I'm still streaming in 3.5 years, I would love to have you back for sure. I hope that you can at least watch even if you're banned, but also in a way I think you might not be able to. It's a little painful for me to do now. I've had no problem banning people before because they were disrespectful to me, but it hurts a lot for you. I hope to see you again, man. I'm gonna need a minute. Very, very tough to do. I hate to do this to somebody that doesn't deserve it. But I kinda knew it was coming too. Alright. Let's try to go back and focus on this. It hurts. This is one time that banning someone or doing something like that has been very, very painful for me. It's kind of weird that I got a better score on right after that. Yeah, it's not just that it was nice, it was just very respectful and he didn't feel like he was under 18. Like that level of respect and just being nice and everything, that's tough to lose. Especially with the size of my community. You took a guts hit to say bye. Yeah, I think I had the same thing when I had a similar thing with Z and Z's channel yesterday where they were ending the collab. I think it wasn't yesterday because I don't think Z was streaming yesterday, but the last time Z streamed, at the end of the collab, Z wanted to wish a happy birthday to one of the people that was in the collab and they didn't want to, and in order to be quick enough, I just quickly said it very, very fast, and then I got rocketed in Arc Raiders. So I was like, oh, I took a rocket for that. That's the same kind of situation there. But yeah, I was happy to leave him plenty of time to say his goodbyes, and I think this is gonna be the most painful thing for me to do for at least some time with streaming. I obviously don't want to ban people without reason. I really, really, really don't want to ban people without reason. And I especially don't want to ban someone that builds up a decent relationship in the community just because they're under the age requirement for the community, especially when they were nice like that. This is extremely tough for me. And honestly, 3.5 years is gonna be a long time to wait to have him back in. A very, very long time to wait, in my opinion. But if I am still streaming, I would be more than happy to see him come back. Okay, let's try and see if I can focus for one last improvement on this one. I might just move on to the next one too. And start learning the next one. Oh, I was maintaining grip there. Okay, yeah, that's an improvement. That midsection was decent. Okay, top 67. Oh, fuck. Why that number? Top 67 is still pretty good for now. And I hope I don't need to go back to this map too much. If I can avoid doing too many improvements there, that would be good for me. Oh no, there's an option to climb. This is a multipath, I think. What? Okay. Okay. So my wonder now is it better to switch the car or is it not? Because the climbing... Wait, is it a climb or is it just a go pick that up and go straight over there? Where are my checkpoints? Like, is that the only checkpoint? Is that one checkpoint for the entire map? Yeah, it is. So that's my only checkpoint? Actually, I don't know if it's... Huh. Nah, there's no way this is gonna be faster, right? I mean, I think rock climbing is probably the only way to make it faster with that car. I just know that I suck at rock climbing. Okay, well that wasn't too terrible. Okay, 1.5 seconds, and I do get otter? No, I don't actually. I need half a second for otter. Well, that's my half a second already. 2 seconds even. Okay, that's a bad score. I'm wondering if it's faster to not use desert car or if that was actually what I should do. Jesus, really? Can I just do this? No, there's no way. I'm so far behind. Okay, so... Do I need to go around the pillar? I don't need to. Also... Oh, actually... Okay, interesting lines, but not really any better. Let's try and go back to trying to use the regular car. No, I need to go further right and get straight. And I can't hit one of those. I need to go in between them. Oh my god, I have dirt. I I retained some of the dirt effect. Ooh, that's not great. Okay, well, I definitely missed that turn. No, I think desert car, not desert car, the rally car is what I need, but climbing properly and doing a good line is not easy. I just think I need to make it straighter like that and not fail that. Interesting. I wonder if skipping going around the pillar is faster for real, or if it's just me being terrible and being faster because I'm terrible in other sections. Okay, I hit that pillar a little bit, that's for sure. Okay, not bad. I'm still not even close to top 100. This looks like it's going to be a big alternate car week, and I'm gonna struggle if that's the case. Yeah, let me see how much. I don't know how much I'm losing from going left instead of right of the pillar. I need a similar run like this to test it, but I don't want to risk a run that can beat my record by a lot. That's top 100 now. Don't know if it's top 100 for the rest of the week, but it is top 100 for now. Okay, I'm still improving. I think everything depends on the beginning section, really. I mean, I drifted on that one. If I don't drift while going around, maybe it's faster, because I do think you need to have full grip to really benefit. It does give me more speed, but I think the cutting line might be way faster. Okay, I'm considering ideas, and I wonder if there's a way to send the stadium car through the rally instead. It would require a good landing, and I'm not sure if it's faster once you're on the dirt. If I can just get one decent attempt at it, I'm gonna know if it's better or not. Yeah, no, this is so slow even to get grip. Because once I'm here, take this, then take that. Yeah, that car is faster in a way, but not that much faster. It's a hard call to make. No. Okay, that's not even close. Obviously, testing different lines is very important in this game mode. Oh, hi Mio. Thank you for the daily check-in. Interesting, not faster. Ooh. And that looked like it could have been faster, but it sadly might not be. No, not if I mess up like that. Okay, that's actually not bad of a start. No, missed that turn. Okay, I think it's probably good for me to move on to the next one. Just so that I can see if there's a different map that I really enjoy. Okay. It's just going straight. Interesting. Okay, so I don't have otter yet, but that's normal for me to not get otter on a map for the first time I'm playing it. I can't expect to do as good as pros. But now that I know what to expect, I can just do that. And now I have otter time. Alright. I do like this map though. I feel like it matches my style pretty decently. Of something that just flows nicely. I think I can execute better on this one than any of the alt car maps. There we go, that's another good improvement. Still not even top 200 though. So it seems that this map might be on the easier side for people. I forget to turn sometimes. Also, I don't want to be turning too much on the dirt, so if I can be better aligned before that, yep. Bad landing on that one at the very end. I'm wondering if there's a skip somewhere on this map. Because it looks impossible to actually skip anything. There's like 4 checkpoints. I don't think that this would be faster to jump over here, but no, that's not even remotely close. Wondering if this is faster? No, mostly because you have a really bad angle after. Plus accelerating on grass is slower, so there's no way we're gonna get a better line there? Damn. Okay, so my best run is doing pretty well right now. I think it's a question of knowing what lines I'm doing wrong right now and where I can gain more speed. I think it might just be a question of doing more speed drifting, which might not be easy for me to do, but I can definitely try. Yeah, I'm struggling to initiate it, so that's gonna be weird for me, I think, on that one. Yeah, it was hard for me to angle myself on the grass there. I was going a little bit further than I'm used to. Oh, that's actually a good line. Okay, lost a little tiny bit of speed at the very end. Top 150 now. No, that's way too high. I wonder if I could be doing some jump distance reduction to help in some sections. Like right here, maybe less jump distance would give me more speed. Yeah, I caught up on almost 10 speed by reducing the jump distance a tiny bit. Wonder if I can reduce it further and get an even better situation. Ooh, I bumped there. I still, even with that bump, I still got a massive speed boost. Okay. Yeah, no, that was a bad end line. Okay, I'm gonna need to figure out ways to improve on this one. Ooh, okay. I'm wondering if I'm missing something. I think I'm missing something. I'll go check one of the other maps. Well, is that the last one? Well, I'm gonna check this map and then I'm gonna decide what I prefer. Oh no, what is this? Oh god. That's a reverse. Can't hit the red ones. Oh no, this is gonna be a nightmare. Okay. So what I want is the... Okay. That's gonna be real tough because what I want is all the turbos and I want to evade any of the super turbos because they're backwards. The cruise control are probably not that big of a deal. Okay, well this is gonna be a just find the line map. I assume there's a line somewhere that you need to to find. Except I'm gonna be struggling because of color blindness on this one. Because the red ones are the bad ones, and a lot of them seems to be blending in with the ground for me. Yeah, like that one is very tough for me to see right at the end. Okay, left side looks better in many ways. Actually, I think right side is better on the first half. And then left side on this middle section is pretty good. Oh, there's a spot there. Okay, left side on the very end is actually not too horrible. Yeah, that's not great. Okay, let's see if middle is better in this middle section. I think not. I think left side it's just better. I think it's gonna be maybe some sort of middle compromise over here. Actually, is it? Do you just... No, actually that's wrong. I think it's near impossible to evade all of the bad. We'll see what the pros come up with. Also, it feels like some of them are stronger, which might mean there's multiple strength potentially on some of these boosters. Okay, I'm okay with that. Okay, yeah, that left side is actually pretty decent. I still don't even have the gold time. So that makes me think I'm not seeing the line that I need to be taking. Well, that's definitely it on the first part. I saw it. Okay. Okay, yeah. So you need to be somewhere around here. Yeah, pretty much right there. And then over here for this one, ideally not on the wall. Then full outside pretty much for this. That is gold. Other is a second and a half-ish faster. Okay, let's see if I can do okay. I had a better one on my other one. I should have a better one up now. Okay, I was catching up, but not really properly catching up. Yeah, it's kind of tough to not hit anything bad at all on this. Oh my god, yeah, I'm way too far left this time. I need a better exit angle for that run too. Oh, I can't actually exit there because there's a red booster. Oh, there's a red one right at the end over there, which I just hit. There's another red. Oh god, I hit 2 more reds there. Need about a second for Otter. Okay. I think I need to be over here for that. Yeah, I can't afford to be too in the middle of 2 sections at the very end because I hit double reds at some point. Is that Otter? Yeah, it is. Okay, not bad, not bad. I'm able to see the lines I need to take. It's just executing them, which is not the easiest part. Case in point, I got a better double boost on that last run. Yeah, if I hit that one red on the right over there, that's actually bad. Oh, actually, I was too early. The thing is that some of those double boosters are actually good for me to hit because they give me 2 different effects that can be good, I think. At least it's what it's looking like. And I don't see a different line right now that I could make use of that would work better. Maybe there's a question of speed too, since some of the boosters seem to be constantly changing. Or is it a question of speed? Is it based on the speed I get to it? Do I need to be carrying perfect speed the entire way? Is that what's happening? Because if I need to be carrying way better speed, that's gonna be tough for me. Interesting. Let me go back to the lists. What do we look like now? Don't know the ranking yet? Does it just not know? It's too hard for it to tell. Maybe I'm just not even ranked? I think it just doesn't know yet. It can't evaluate it because it's changing too fast, maybe? Alright. Let's go check the worst map for me, the first one. Let's see if I can improve on that a little bit. Okay, let's go have a look. Oh, it's that one. Okay. Yeah, I think I can improve that one. Not with that jump. Okay. No, I don't think you should be reducing jump distance like that on this one. Maybe like this might work better. I need to jump straight no matter what angle I have. Otherwise I lose too much speed on landing. Okay. Small improvement. Okay, well, I can't be that sideways. I know it can be a little bit sideways, but not that much. Yeah, I'm jumping sideways a lot, and that's actually an issue. Yep. It's an issue because I'm not able to maintain my speed when I land. Yep. Too far. A little bit too far left on that one. I can't be too far left. I need the angle. No, that's not happening. That is not gonna be improving. Okay. I think I'm going too far wide on that now. That's still gonna be an improvement though. But I still think I need to be further down like this. And just get a better angle. Yeah, it gives me more speed if I can not mess up the jumps after, actually. I think this is a map that I can afford to actually carry speed. No. I can also afford a little bit of sideways, but not a lot of sideways. Just a little bit of sideways. Yeah, I messed it up. This is a weird map to me. I wonder how good it would be to reduce airtime on that one jump. That big one. Right here. Well, maybe if I have a better angle, it's worth doing. No, I can't be landing sideways like that. It's not like I can do a bug slide or something. This is on solid ground, it's not grass. There's no chance for me to even attempt that. I also don't see any way to skip anything on this map. I think it's a straight up map. You can't skip at all. In fact, I don't know if there's a skip on any of the maps this week. I think most of the maps this week are very straight up. I'm not sure if I can improve on that one. Where is it? There it is. Because this is the desert car map, which I'm struggling with. That's the rally car map, which I was doing decent, but I think I maxed it. And this is the full speed map, which I might be able to improve on. Alright, let's go and do that. Let's see what we can do again on this map. Let's see if I can do better. So that won't be it. Okay, let's get back in the groove, and then I'm gonna try and go for a decent run. Okay, catching back up a little bit. Okay, that's a better drop if I can maintain that. I need a more sideways drop down on that turn. And if I can maintain that very sideways drop down by going... You don't even need to do... Oh, okay, that's all. I wonder if I was just too slow to get the little jump on that one. Ooh, okay. A little bit wider there is actually fine. Not a lot, but a little bit. Okay, yeah, I need to be careful about my angle of entry on that one, but if I can get the right one, I should be able to carry a ton of speed. And if I can carry a ton of speed, then maybe I can get a really, really good time. Okay, not that good on that one. Plus I kinda lost control. I wonder if I'm just too slow to be able to take the corner in that way. Okay, I can't go sideways while I go down that hill. I slightly bumped it. Otherwise I would have had so much more speed and I would have been able to go ahead of the other one. So my record has a much better start overall, which makes me think I can go a little bit higher, maybe. Interesting, it didn't improve. I had a better landing, but I didn't really gain speed like I thought I would. I wonder if I'm just wrong on that. Am I just drifting too much while doing this? Because maybe since it's grass, it's not actually better? Is that what's happening? I'm curious to see what I'm missing on that. It's quite possible that what's going to happen is that just like last week, I'm gonna end up checking out the virtual discovery, and maybe it's gonna show me a couple of things I didn't think about. I feel like last week I had most of the good strategies from the start, and he just gave me a couple of extra little bits and pieces that helped me get the last. Yeah, I went a bad angle on that one. But as I suspected, if I can have a slightly better speed carried through that section, it's actually really good. So if I can do this, that, and all that with better speed, that's gonna be fine. This is all about carrying enough speed through this section at the very end. That's what this map is. The question is, how do I get this speed? Do I need the height here to get the speed? Do I need more speed drifting? What do I need to do for that speed? That's a bad angle to go up at. Great line through that. Good line through this. Good line through here, but went left too early. I'm struggling here. I feel like I maxed out on all my maps already, which is very interesting because I'm nowhere close to a decent time on any of them. That definitely means I either lack some piece of knowledge or skill, which also could be both, I guess. Which I no doubt lack skill, that's for sure, but I might be lacking knowledge as well. I'm also aware that going further left at the end should in theory be faster, but I'm wondering if it actually is. Because I don't have the angle to angle myself that way. Maybe there's a way to have the angle to go further left in the final checkpoint, but I'm not sure about that. Like maybe by doing this. I did gain a bit. But I wonder if I lost a lot to get that angle. What happens if I carry more speed throughout this entire section? Can I then slowly catch back up? Kind of. So what happens if I go a little lower and a little higher here? Then go and do this for more speed again. Bad landing on that, but that's so short of a time that it shouldn't matter too much. No, okay, I can't be that wide. Okay, no. No, that's that much. So I'm wondering if I should be using the sides a lot more to gain height. Like this. think I lose too much time by doing that. I don't think that's actually good. I think you want to go very, very tight. Okay, wrong angle there. If I had the angle on that, maybe it was faster. I just barely was too far inside on that one. Okay, well, I'm not getting better there. The thing is, I don't know which of my ideas is really what I'm missing. Oops, okay, too far right there. It's kind of tough for me to evaluate what is good and what is wrong. Because obviously I'm definitely not slow. I have the auto time. Getting the auto time alone is already pretty good sign that you're on the right track. And I don't have the auto time by just a tiny bit. I'm 2 seconds faster than auto time, which does mean that I did pretty well already. Okay, another improvement. Not a crazy one. But I was kind of matching my old one and I got a better middle line. So every time I actually get a similar situation as my other record, I now need to assume that my final line is actually kind of good. So if I want to beat that record, I kind of need a better starting line. But like starting from here, that record that I have is actually pretty good. Starting from the grass hill downwards, that's where it started to get really, really good. So now I'm ahead. And if I don't get a decent... Yep. If I don't get a decent grass downhill, I just can't keep up, maybe? Although I think I still have some time to gain in the end. Even on that one. Okay, I need to know what I did right there. What did I do right there that gave me so much more speed in the middle? Just higher here and carry it? Okay. So that's cleaner. I think I was trying too much to jump the middle of that early jump. And I'm actually better to just do this. So I'm improving again now. Perfect. So now I'm starting to think that I was trying to cut that really little corner here too much. And I actually need the height over here. Oh, no, I need to not bump the wall though. I think I need that height to go down and not only angle myself, but have the extra downward speed. Okay, I needed to go very, very tight if I wanted to have a chance on that one. Ooh, okay, I can't really be jumping like that. I get surprised when I hit the asphalt sometime because I get sudden grip. The sudden instant grip can sometimes mess me up. Okay, I don't think that's gonna be an improvement. Yeah, the jump is actually terrible. If I get the really large jump on that, I lose way too much time. So I need to be low on this hill here to not impede my acceleration, then go fairly high, and then maintain a decent grass hill. That was a bad one. As long as I do all of this, after that it's just a very, very tight ending and everything is pretty good. That little jump there is actually bad. I can't have that. So I need to never have my wheels leave the ground, ideally like this. And I wasn't... yeah. I wasn't tight enough on that one corner, otherwise I would have had an improvement again. I don't know if that's actually a good line for me to take. I think it's not. I think I need to really go full height. Like that. In fact, that was pretty bad even. Yeah. I'm losing so much. Yeah, I can't have that little bump on the hill on the inside there. If I do, it's a done run already. Yep. The thing is, I'm going to hit that little hill a lot because I'm trying to go as far as I can to the inside of the next corner. Oh, actually, that was a little too late to turn. Because a late turn here is actually good, gives me slightly better angle, but too late and I lose time. Oh, that's too high. Yeah, I think that's not good enough. I think I just messed it up. Yeah, I lost way less time in the late section, but didn't go well after that. I don't know if I can try to implement a speed drift. If I can manage to implement a single speed drift, that's extra speed would carry for a long time. Like right here. Yeah, I mean, I might be able to do it. Okay, yeah, this is gonna require practice if I want to start implementing a speed drift in that corner. I think I can. And I think that's one of the things I'm missing. The only reason I wasn't doing it is because I'm very inconsistent on speed drifts. It really depends on the map. Some maps I can do it pretty well. Other maps I just can't. Like this one is not very easy for me to do it. Some maps I just implement it naturally. Yeah, I didn't get it there. Yeah, I messed it up there. Interesting. I was losing time despite it trying that speed drift. I don't know if I hit it properly though. I may have missed it. I think I can hit it actually. I just looked at the tires there to see if I was hitting my speed drift and it seemed okay. Yeah, I think I can do that. I think this is a speed drift I'm able to do actually. I just need the right angle and I just need to not be surprised by the extra speed I'm gonna have at the end of the turn. Then I'm gonna need to probably adjust slightly the angle of attack on the downhill, the grass downhill. But if I can't do that, oh, I hit the wall. If I can't do all of that, then maybe... I hate when I get a start and I'm like so far behind my ghosts. Okay, I kind of lost control of the drift, the grass drift there. But I did feel like I got a small speed boost. It depends on the angle I get. If I get the right most angle, I can actually speed drift. But if I do that, you can see I gained 2 speed there. That was actually good. I was catching back up on speed, but I lost too much before that. And I'm wondering how much time I'm losing to setting myself up for the speed drift versus how much I'm gaining. I know a good player would gain, but I'm not. I got an auto drift, speed drift, and I didn't capitalize on it. I got scared of it because I didn't initiate it myself. I got scared of it and I didn't capitalize on it. I need to be careful of that because I might not need to initialize it myself. I might be able to let the grass initialize it. If I let the grass initialize the speed drift, it might also be easier for me to get it consistently. The thing is, I can also tell that my ghost also doesn't capitalize on a speed drift, so I could gain from a good potential speed drift from that. I might even be able to gain from a speed drift coming out of the second grass section. And if you get a speed drift coming out of the second one, can you then speed drift the other way for the finish? If you have enough speed, you might be able to double speed drift it at the very end. Might even be able to speed drift on the down section, actually. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know if I was actually drifting or speed drifting there. I did feel like I was gaining some speed. Okay. Okay, I capitalized on going a little bit wide for the tighter angle into the finish there, and it seems to be better if I have a good enough run to do it. Which I suspected might be the case, but I just didn't have an opportunity to really test it properly. But I had two very similar run, and I definitely gained on that. Especially considering at the last checkpoint I was behind, and then at the finish line I was ahead by quite a bit. Yeah, okay, that's too high. That's definitely too high. But I do think it's actually worth doing. Yeah, I was losing speed too. Okay, well, there was definitely some improvement to this map. Coming back for it. I had almost 10 extra speed on that line, so that top section is actually interesting. I do think you want some level of angle. At least for the finish, you definitely want some. For this section, I think now I'm too wide. And this is too wide as well. I was losing speed on that one. I took that one tighter. I could have potentially gotten an improvement, but that just wasn't the case. I think I messed up the second to last corner, in fact. This one is just about how you take the initial first couple of corners and then maintaining your speed. When it comes down to maintaining speed, I'm not doing too bad. Yeah. When it comes down to maintaining speed, I'm actually not able to fully maintain all of it. But I can maintain a decent chunk of my speed, maybe 95% of all my speed I can maintain. The problem is that I know for a fact that the more speed you maintain, the faster you go on these maps. I accidentally disconnected the controller that I'm using. Let's give it a second for it to come back. Okay. Let's... Oh, now it's back. Good. No. Okay, I think I might need to switch map for a bit. This is a much better score. I'm much happier with that. I'm definitely... Yeah, I'm definitely doing much better. But you can also tell that people are playing a lot right now since the scores are changing a lot. I'm gonna try again the last one. I just don't think I'm gonna be doing all that good on this map. I think that's just one that I'm always gonna be struggling on. And this time I've got some actual ghosts. Somebody went way right at some point over there. Okay. Interesting. I got a small improvement there. So I get ahead of all the ghosts that I have right now. So it really makes me feel like my current start is better than what people in my level range have found. Which is really, really interesting, but am I fast enough in these sections? Because some people are using a more middle line on the last section. Is that just faster, or do I have a better line than they do? I wonder where that other line is that they're doing. Oh, actually, that's wrong. Okay, so that's the other exit that I could be taking on that first section, actually. And if I want to use the full left on the middle section, I need to be even further left, which is extremely tight and dangerous. Oh, I missed my middle section exit this time. Yeah, I think the last section needs to be further right. Yeah, I think people have just a different section around here. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, what if I go here, here? Okay, that's not bad. That's an improvement from the middle section too. Okay, I think the first part of the 3 parts, I definitely have a good section. I just don't think I would want to vary more than what I'm doing now. Except I need my left turn, not my left turn, my right one where I turn right here. And then I need to keep this, do that. Ooh, okay, no. I wonder if there's a section at the very end that goes very, 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 very far to the right and have it be good. Okay, so now I'm using a middle section around here, which is pretty decent. No, that right section, that the very tight section at the end is actually horrible. There's way too much shit blocking you, actually. Okay, you accept going through that. Then do this middle part. Okay, I see that they go left of that. Now, obviously, I'm comparing myself to people that are definitely not in the very, very top levels, because that's not top level players. It's people around my range. But I can still see what lines they found and see if I can make use of those lines. Okay, the middle section needs to be more to the left like I was doing before. Okay, I missed on that one. Okay, and this over here. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a bit of a struggle to improve this. So you can take a red booster, kind of, so long as you pretty much immediately get one of the other ones to compensate, like, very much right behind it. If you get one that is far behind, you just lose way too much time. There we go. So this is actually decent. Then come here in that. I hit a couple of reds. I need to go further wide. I need to start middle and end wide on that last one, I think. I think that's what I'm seeing is the better line. My god, why am I so far behind my ghost? Yeah, I have 55 speed on my ghost on that last one right there. Okay, I need to follow that line a little bit more solidly. Okay, do this, that, and then... Yeah, I'm so much faster coming up in that direction. It's actually quite a decent difference, which is very, very interesting to me. Okay, let's go have a look at this a little bit more in detail, because I think I'm somewhat missing something still. There might be a line further right. Oh, it's tight though. It's looking really tight to do, but if I can do the further right line, it would be much faster, I think. Let's see if I can land that. Yeah, that's actually really nice. Okay, yeah, I was way faster. So that second section is over there. It's extremely tight though, and you can't mess it up. And I kind of partially messed it up, and I can't do anything right at the very last section. I need to go back to middle at the very least. Then I go back to over here and do this. Yeah, I messed up the last line. Since I come from a different angle, I need to learn where my angle is now. Oh, I think I hit it a little bit wrong there. I need to end this in the middle a little bit more. Yeah, okay, I was catching back up there. You need to evade those, and if you do, you're in a much better situation. Oh, I hit the red one. Okay, I think I'm starting to get some pretty good lines now. I'm definitely doing better than the ghosts I'm racing against. Okay, that's an improvement. That's nice. Obviously, I would love to get a better one than that. Oh, yeah, no. I need to go even further left than that. I don't know why I decided to go to the right over there. I forgot my line for a second. Okay. Oh god, Okay. Yeah, it tells me at the very beginning that blue is the ones I want, so if I can prioritize the blue boosts... Actually, maybe that's what I should be looking for. Getting a blue booster at the very end of a section would be what you want. Dang, okay. I wonder if there's a way to curve left, curve right, I mean, very much at the very last second. For the end, get the tighter end. Oh my god, I'm forgetting my beginning section, which I think is probably really good. Also, getting a lot of boosters is actually good. Even if it's a lot of yellows, it's better than getting no boosters. I hit the red there. And I think if I hit both a red and a booster, I technically still gain. Oh, okay. Give me a sec here. Um... Like, if I look at my current status here, it actually compares to last week. In fact, it's better than last week. Except that the problem that I have is that last week is over. This is the score I had at the end of the week. And this is day 2 of the week, technically, for these. So, in all likeliness, I will go down a lot from that. There's also the weekly grand, which I could test a little bit, but I think the weekly grands are a little bit rough for me. And I could have a look at what the track of the day today was. Track of the days are very hard for me typically. So we'll have to see. What? Is that the GPS? It is, okay. I would like to learn myself instead of using the GPS, so I'm gonna try without it. That's ice, that's ice, that's ice. I did not notice that that was ice. That's ice. Okay, I thought that was ice right away. That's not ice right away. It's gonna start a little bit further then. Okay. Ice is an issue. Oh my god. So I suck at ice. Yeah, I don't think I can do this cup of the day. There's just no way. I'm way too bad at ice. Let's try yesterday's. Alright, let's go have a look. Oh god, okay. So this was considered early. God, this is an interesting map. Late is not really what I want, but late is better than not passing. Oh god, I missed it. God, when you don't know what to expect, that's not actually easy. Oh, I tried to go for the speed finish. That's a very weird one. Okay, that's not happening. Oh, okay, I actually went into the tutorial there, I guess. Kind of annoying. Okay. Perfect on that. Okay, well that's fast for me, I guess. Okay, that's not bad. Let's see what I can do over here. Yep. Not better than the last one. Okay, I was not expecting the end. I somehow managed to get a bronze on that. That's impressive to me. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that's kind of a very hard map for me. Actually, it's a little bit too hard for me, I think. It is possible for me to do it. It's just extremely hard. Obviously, it doesn't give me any scores because I just didn't play it when it was active. But I do like to try them a little bit. I could also go and do some of the campaign, which I've done. But for now, I'm not really looking into that. What I will do, which I didn't do, I would like to see the records from last, just to see what it's like. Oops, no, it's not the button I wanted to do. I don't need the controller for this. It doesn't matter. What I want is actually, I should have picked Drive Alone. What I want is to watch records. Okay. So... okay, so it was essentially close to what I was doing, I guess. Can I have only me? Change opponent, drive alone, and give me this and that. Like, I know I'm 29,000 compared to him, but let's compare from my point of view and see how far I am. So I'm already about 2 car lengths behind him at the first checkpoint. Then he just slowly escapes me. Okay, kind of a big difference. Let's go next, do the same thing and see what it looks like. Because I would like to see what I may have done wrong compared to them. This is again about a second faster than me. Let's watch the record first. Oh, okay, I see that he does a little bit of a trick at the beginning, I guess. I kind of catch back up though. But he's on a better line. Yeah, okay. So if we look at it from my point of view. Wait, what? Yeah, if I look at it from my point of view, come on, give me both of these and let me see it from my point of view. Thank you. Okay, so I'm a little bit behind, not a ton though. And I take it about the same place, but I go more on the inside than he does. Yeah, I'm just too far wide at the very end. He goes way further on the inside. He drifts way earlier than I do. Because otherwise, over at this spot, I'm kinda close. And he's doing what I wanted to do of not braking at all and going really wide on that turn. I see what I'm doing wrong on that. Okay, so from what I understand, these first 2 maps, I kind of knew what to do. I just could not execute it better. Now, this one is one that I actually did pretty well on. Let's see it from my point of view, since that's something I did after stream. But I think it's gonna be the same line, so we're gonna see it from both point of view at the same time. I'm actually doing pretty well on that one. He gets it from the top line. I actually got the bottom left corner too, which isn't very faster. But you need the speed to go fast there. I can say that I'm very, very proud of this one. I'm also... yeah, Wartroll was right. When I was looking at him, he said that he was expecting very low 14, but that maybe 13 was possible. And it seems that 13 was just barely possible for people to get. So he was very right on that. And I knew that I would be a little bit slow compared to most people, but that's still very fast overall. I'm still within a second, which is good. For now, I think the best I can hope for any of those maps is to try and target being within a second of the record. Which on this one is also kind of where I'm at. but not by a lot again. Let's see what it does compared to me. Okay. Wait. Where the... What the... Excuse me? Huh? Do they all do that in the top 5? You've gotta be joking me. What the hell is this? Whoa! Okay. So that's crazy. That guy had a different strategy than the others. And I think the other 3 have the same strategy and it's just about execution. What the fuck is this? Okay, well, that there's no way I was going to do that. That's something insane. Yeah, that's not something I can do. I think I can be happy with my score on that one. There's no way I can do this kind of boosting around. That's well beyond my current level of skills. Alright, so this one I'm very, very curious. Let's watch my record. My record was found by Virtual. Well, kind of what Virtual said to do. And I got a decent one. And if I'm not wrong, Virtual's time when he set this record with this method was about a 10.5, which I have a 10.7. Now, I knew that this was going to be a rough one for me because of the boosters. I'm actually surprised that it's only about a 1.5 seconds. I was honestly expecting that maybe it would be even worse. I think the fact that I did manage to get one of the Zoops with the boosters and whatnot definitely means I got an okay score. But that's the best one I got, and I only got like 3 or 4 of them after 2 hours of hunting this. So now let's go have a look at what... I mean, I assume it's all gonna be about the same thing. We can just look at the entire group, see if it's all the same thing for everybody. Yeah, it looks to be about the same for everybody. What? Okay, I think this guy was desynced for me. But it seems to be the same-ish for everyone. Oh, there was a second ending on the right there? Oh. I did not see that. So that's why they're all doing this. Where's my controller? Actually, you know what? I don't need a controller. I can just go with the... with whatever car I want. Interesting. Was that on both sides? Okay, let me connect the controller so that I can control what I'm doing. I thought I was done for the day. But without the controller, I can't actually control this properly. That's a replay, that's not restart. So let me just take this. That way I can have a better control of what I'm doing. Okay, now I'm of course going very slow. Yeah, okay, the second ending was on both sides. Dang, I did not see that. I did not see those at all. I saw these. These I saw. I did not see the ones from the start. And the strategy on this one is actually to just do this. Go that way, and I guess I can try and... Oh, okay, interesting. I'm actually surprised I almost got something on first try there. I was struggling so much before. Okay. I think I got a decent score comparatively. I don't think I could have done much better. So yeah, for last week, these were actually very, very good for me, I would say. Alright. And I think that's gonna be it for today's stream. I didn't want to do a... just wanted to do a short stream since I didn't stream all weekend. Slowly get back into it a little bit. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and end it right here. Even though it is on the early side. And let's see who I'm raiding, because I'm of course going to be raiding. Could go into Z since she's speedrunning, and I've been wanting to see that. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Just straight up raid into Z today. For a good short stream, but a good stream, and I was really happy to be able to test out this week's shorts. I just don't feel like I'm in a situation where these from this week, I think I've done about as well as I can already. I just don't feel like they're my style. So I'm just gonna most likely focus on campaign this week and try and get better through other maps. Maybe look at some of the old weekly shorts, try to see if I can do well on those. So yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you everyone for coming, even though this was a short one, and I will wish you all a good rest of your day. Bye bye.